I think we have found the strongest pet in Call of Dragons. This Golden Roc can deal damage or become a rage engine. Absolutely incredible pet talent skill. You're going to want to watch the entire video of this because we're going to break the Golden Roc's talent of the Exuberance and the Feral Exuberance. This is amazing content. We did a lot of research onto this. If you guys like to know more about war pets in Call of Dragons, consider subscribing, turn your notification on, and if you appreciate the effort that we are putting here to learn more about the war pets, don't hesitate to smack like onto our video. We're not just going to be reading skills in here. We're going to show you battle reports proving to you how this skill from the war pets work from the Golden Roc. You might want to start hunting for Golden Roc after watching this video because it is absolutely amazing and it's going to be in my list to hunt in the field. I gotta abandon it. Sorry, goodbye card. All right, now we go into Feral Exuberance. Feral Exuberance. We gotta go learn it. Let's see where it goes. Oh, wait. Oh, it's outside. Oh, man, come back home. Come back home, baby. All right. It hurts. It hurts. How much is that? How much is that? That's like 14,000, I think. That's $20 or $50. We just threw away $50 or $60 worth of value. Could have been a nice steak.
Oh god.
That was $50, I think. Right? What was that again? Which one was that again?
What was it?
It's a 2-star of something. Which one is that? It's a 2-star Swift Revenge. How much was that?
I forgot how much that was.
2-star Swift Revenge. No, it's only 1,205. It's okay, it's not that much. Feral Exuberance. Let's see. Come on. Let's go into the right spot. Over here, please. Over here into the empty slot. Or you can replace the track and hunt. But do not touch the freaking Exuberance. Do not touch the Swift Revenge. Alright. Let's go. Oh, it's not bad. It is replacing the track and hunt, which I did mention. It's crit rate.
That.
Yeah, I can replace that.
You can get that.
It's not bad. We're gonna go save it. All right, perfect. Not too bad because we can. That track and hunt is like 40. It's like 40 coins and it's cheap.
40,
yeah.
And that one drops all the time too.
Yeah, we don't need that. All right. Now, let's go and try it. All right, so now that we have managed to insert the Feral Exuberance in our Golden Roc, and we have Exuberance, which is a talent that can only be inherited, meaning once you capture a Golden Roc, you can only get this Exuberance skill talent from the nature. All right, you cannot buy this, you cannot add this, you can only get it from capturing. I guess you can add it into a rock by doing skill consumption or skill inheritance. This is something that you guys need to watch because I spent $20 to show you guys how the skill inheritance work. It is on my video list. I'm not going to talk about that here today because I've already made that video. So if you still don't understand how that works, I really suggest that you watch our previous videos. Now, this is one of the most confusing skill that I've encountered yet so far. Exuberance is a rage skill from the Golden Roc, unique to the Golden Roc. We have the descriptions in here. Let's understand this very carefully. The Exuberance will grant your Legion passion, rage accumulation speed of 5% for 5 seconds. This is what the bird is going to do. Now, if your Legion already has passion, it will now deal damage to the target Legion. And then with the Feral Exuberance, as you can see, this will grant your Legion rage and heals them when casting Exuberance. So whenever you cast this Exuberance, you are going to trigger this Feral Exuberance, which you gain rage and healing determined by luck with the factor that we have. The Exuberance have a damage, which is a physical damage, from the Warped skill damage, which is determined by the agility over here. Okay, so now let's look into the battle reports, because we have really dived down into this so that you guys can have a very good understanding on how things are working. So this is me sending battle reports to Solidus in here. So let's take a look into the first battle report that we have. You can see we have Bakshi and Emery's. All right, let's look into the battle log in here. I want you to take a quick look into turn 11. All right, this is how the skill is going to work. As you can see, the Golden Roc in here have casted Exuberance, and the units that we were against with have lost 270 units. That's a lot. All right, 270 units. Just imagine my counterattack is 1,000. My normal attack will be, let's take a look. My normal attack in here, launch, is they lost 805. Just imagine that my pet is doing 270. That is about 33% of what the pet is dealing the damage to the target. And whenever the Exuberance is casted, we now gain Feral Exuberance. We recovered a few units, and then we've also gained a lot more rage, which is 10 rage, which is equivalent to 1 turn. Imagine this is star 0. And what would it be if I actually have a higher star of Exuberance and as well as Feral Exuberance? And imagine that my Golden Roc isn't really the best rock as well, because I don't have the best attributes. Even though it's an S tier, my attributes is B for the most part, and for the agility and the luck, it's very, very low. So there's the understanding on how the pet triggers for the Exuberance. It's going to deal damage, because the reason why, with what we have made an understanding, is that we have accumulated passion. As you can see in here, over to the battle reports, let me go find where we actually start accumulating passion. As you can see here, we've accumulated passion. This passion, 20%, is triggered by Emery's with the Spring Blades. So a few conditions that we have learned is that this skill from the pet will only trigger onto a hero that has passion. And the 3 heroes that I have found that has passion is Bakshi, Emery's, and Alistair. You can tell me if there's another hero that gains passion, but I think these are the only 3 heroes that have passion in their skills alone. Now, let's take a quick look in here on Alistair. You can see in the first turn in here, we did not gain damage on the Exuberance. The reason why is because we have not yet met the gaining of rage accumulation, or we did not gain passion in any of these turns, as you can see, right? We did not gain passion on this turn. But in here, we can see Exuberance, we gain passion for 3 seconds. So the next turn in here, you're going to see passion taking effect, but it says your rage accumulation speed 30%. And why is that? The reason why is because Alistair on this turn gained Light of Sorland, gaining passion effect for 2 seconds. Therefore, we now trigger that this hero now has passion. Therefore, when we look into the next pet skill in here, we now are going to see Exuberance dealing damage in here, because now the hero has passion. All right, so I hope that's not confusing at all, but I'll try to explain it further in here with different heroes. Now, when we look into a archer in here, Nico and Guanwin, all right, what is your guess? Are we going to gain damage onto the pet skill or not? All right, so going to the battle log, let's go here. Turn 16, when the pet first casted in here, we're only going to be gaining 5% rage in here. So you can see, casted Exuberance, we gain passion, trigger for 5 seconds. Now, here's an issue here that is very important to clarify, is that whenever Exuberance casts, you gain passion, will have an effect on 5 seconds. It will not start in this turn. It will start on the next turn. As you can see here, we now rage accumulate 5%. So we will count 5 turns. 1, 2, 3, 4, right over here, and then 5. And then it ends. In here, we don't have any more passion. So the next time that we cast this Exuberance will be here. Over here, we're also still going to be gaining rage through the passion. All right, so 5 more turns. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. And then here, we don't have any more passion. And then here, on the next turn again, it is not going to deal damage because the condition, what we have learned so far, is that the hero skill has to have the passion. The pet giving the passion is not triggering any damage. So you can see, casting Exuberance again, we gain passion once again, and it's going to provide more rage regeneration. All right, we'll show you another condition in here that we have. So take a look into this one, Bakshi only. This is very unrealistic because for the most part, we are going to be using Bakshi and Emery. So just think about this. Every time that you use Bakshi and Emery's, you are going to deal more damage. And I'm going to show that to you as well. So for this one, as you can see, with Bakshi, on our first pet skill cast in here on turn 9, you can see that Bakshi dealt a Exuberance in here, and the enemy lost 434 units. Why is that happening? Well, because over here we've already gained passion from Bakshi's skill over into the Shaman's Call. All right, so let's take a look into another battle report in here. As you can see, this is Bakshi solo, level 23 Warlocks. Now, we gain Rage right away here. We cast it because of the Unyielding Rush, as you can see. So that then triggers the Pet Rage right away as well. So now, let's take a look into the Exuberance. As you can see in here, Exuberance has been casted, but we gain Passion instead. So now, on the next turn, you see, we don't gain Rage right away in here. Now, on the next turn, you can see we have Passion, Rage Accumulation, 5%. And at the same time, by the way, as you gain Exuberance and you gain Passion, the Feral Exuberance is triggered. And then the Cyclone Blade is also triggered. So just think about how awesome it is with the Cyclone Blade pairing up with the Golden Roc. Because with this, you can see, as I trigger the Cyclone Blade, I now gain Keen, will take effect in the next 5 turns. So if you look into, let's close this one. If you look into this, you can see I don't have Legion Attack. When you go here, I got Legion Attack 15%, mainly through the Cyclone effect. As you can see, passive, when Legion lead under the Passion effect, grants Keen effect plus 15%. That is awesome. So this is a perfect pet for this artifact. Now, let's look into the next one in here, turn 11. Do you think we will still gain Passion? Or will it be now damage? So the key factor in here to look into, as you can see, we're only accumulating Passion here from the Pet Roc. Passion from Pet Roc, Passion from Pet Roc, Passion from Pet Roc, gone, and gone. And then when we look into turn 12, we actually gain Rage Accumulation of 30%. Passion has been activated. That's coming from the skills. Now, when we look into turn 11, I want you guys to take a look. Exuberance is casted, but there is no damage. The reason why is because we haven't accumulated, or we haven't met the condition of Passion yet come into that turn. The hero Passion is what I'm talking about, not the pet Passion. Now, that is why we have Exuberance and we gain Keen, but in the same turn in here, like I said, in the same turn over here, you can see that Bakshi casted the Shaman Call, which gave us Passion effect for 5 seconds. Now, after this turn, every time that the pet casts the Pet Rage, it will be now damaged. And I'm going to prove that to you guys in here. So we got to close this turn 12. We'll go into turn 18 over here. Again, no Rage Accumulation, no Passion. Exuberance, loss of 360 units. It is now meeting the condition. If Legion already has Passion, it will now deal damage to the target. Let's move into turn 27. Again, this will deal damage, 348 units. Imagine this is really, really good. Really, really good damage here. Now, let's move into here, over into the turn 35. Again, it will do damage, right, for the Exuberance. And then turn 42, once again, will do damage on Exuberance, 372 damage. So this is super OP. in my opinion, imagine if you find a level 1 or rank 1 Exuberance, and then you also have a Feral Exuberance that is a high level, you're accumulating a lot of rage within the game. But the thing here is that when it's working with the cavalry that has passion already, once you trigger that passion, for example, here with the best thing to show you guys is with Bakshi and Emery's. All right, Bakshi and Emery's is a hero that will achieve getting passion so fast. So you can see in here on the next turn, okay, we don't have passion yet. We don't have passion. There we go. Passion accumulated right away in 4 turn. Now, when the pet casts this pet skill, it will be damage. So going over here, Exuberance lost 270 for the enemy unit. So the takeaway from this is that if you use the Golden Roc with the Exuberance, if you use it on the cavalries as passion skills, it will always deal damage once that passion triggers. Now, the benefit of this rock, this is why I think why this might be one of the best pet to have, is because you can use this on any type of hero. Now, I also will let you know in here, I've tested this on an elk rider as well. This is an elk rider, and I was able to deal damage as well. As you can see, Exuberance 453 damage onto the warlock. Now let's look into infantry. Let's see, like Nika. All right, Nika in here. All right, will this gain damage from the pet skill? No, this will only be doing rage regen, basically gaining passion. So next turn, you see 5% rage accumulation. Let's go over here. Exuberance, gain passion. We will not see any damage coming from an infantry because they don't have the skill, the native skill of passion to grant the Legion passion. All right? If you do it on marksman, which we showed earlier, you're also not going to see that as well. As you guys see, we put a lot of testings in here to test things out. Now, Alistair, you are going to gain passion because Alistair does have a skill for passion. Seems like the passion is dedicated into calves. So over here with archers, you're only going to get rage accumulation as well, 5% because of the passion, exuberance. All right, over here again. Oh, that's not the one here. Exuberance, passion. We're not getting any damage dealt. So over here as well. So if you're not sure of what war pets you're thinking about right now, getting the Golden Roc is a very good safe bet right now, just so that you can accumulate a lot of rage. And this will be really good for the marksman. So imagine if you can accumulate a lot of rage, and then you can basically just cast your active skill or your rage skill faster, and then you can debuff because some of the marksman has debuff. But I think this is really great for calves because you can continuously dictate a lot of damage into the opponent. My suggestion in here when you're going to be trying to working onto your pet is that you need to look into your base attributes and kind of work alongside with it. So for this one, I need to roll this. I need to regenerate this to get a better attribute because this right now is really bad. I want to focus on agility and as well on luck, and then I'll build it along the way with agility and luck. And remember, there is a condition as well when you're trying to build the skills. Only 3 types of the same skill can be put onto the pet. There are 6 types, and you can only do 3 of each. That's very important in here. Now, I hope my video is helpful and it's not too confusing for you guys because I was also very confused when I was trying to learn this, and I hope you appreciate this video. I think Golden Roc is one of the best at the moment, or maybe the best pet at the moment, because it can work with many different types of units, and it's going to be able to work with your flying units as well. It's an awesome one. Be creative and learn more within the war pets in Call of Dragons. With that being said, thank you guys for watching. I hope this was very, very informative. And don't forget to smack like as you head out. And I'll see you again on to the next video because we have a lot more advanced guide here for war pets.